Hi dear friends, we meet again. I'm doing this video as a response to the sudden urge that the governments in certain parts of the world have to legalize the cannabis or the marijuana. And many of you have asked me about it, and definitely not. It's not because it's legalized that it is not dangerous. Actually, it's a very dangerous substance and it can potentially affect your mental health and your psychic ability. So I'll be discussing this today in three different parts. The first part I'll discuss about why people use it and what do they get from it. And the second part is how we can understand the effects of this plant or this drug on the body from an energy point of view, from a medical point of view, and from a shamanic point of view. And the third thing is what we can do ourselves to just get rid of that plant and not have to use it anymore and free our bodies from this type of bounding or this type of addiction. So the first part is why do people use it? Having worked for 20 years with a lot of people who were struggling with this plant, most people use it as something that numbs them, that stops them from feeling. So what does it stop them from feeling? It stops them from feeling stress, anxiety, depression, from feeling any pain that comes from emotions that are repressed deep inside. And they all go through the same cycle. At the beginning they think that they can smoke the plant once a month and it's fine, and then it goes to once a week, and then over time it becomes much more regular, and then it becomes also the door for more heavier drugs. And most of the social workers that you speak with around the world will confirm to you that this is exactly the pattern of it. So it does not cure anything. It's just a number. It's something that makes you not feel. It does not heal any issue. It does not heal depression. It does not heal anxiety. It does not heal unease or unhappiness. It just covers up the symptoms somehow and numbs you, so you stop feeling. But if you're stopping to feel, you're actually not really living. So that's the first thing to understand about it. Now the second part. So what effects does the plant have on you? The first thing is from an energy point of view. You are in an energy system. And if you take the plant at least twice, it is very likely that it will actually crack your energy system. It will create a crack in your auric field. If I make a drawing here for you, this is what we look like. This is the physical body. This is your aura or your auric field. This is like your energy field where nothing is supposed to go inside of your body. Once you take the plant, it actually roots in, cracks your field, and with time it creates roots in your head and in your heart. We arrived at this conclusion with many shamans who actually show it, and I see it very easily, usually using this pair of rods here. These are copper rods, and you can actually pass them on somebody's body. When you're passing them on the body, if they cross and they break, that means that the energy field on the body of the person is uneven now. And in 99.99% of cases of people who consumed cannabis or marijuana, the field is broken. And these are copper rods that are loose. You cannot control them, so I cannot make them do what I want. So when I go there, and if there's a crack, there's a crack. And then you have to heal the damage that the plant has done. So again, what the plant does, it actually roots into your auric field, it cracks it, and it creates its own roots in your head and in your heart. That is from an energy point of view, so it cannot be healthy for you because it's sucking your energy away. From a medical point of view, you can find lots and lots and lots of information online that the drug is actually quite dangerous for your mental health. I just picked up anything today online on the internet, this article from the main online. And basically, the article is actually dated from today, the 11th of January. And it says that cannabis can actually trigger schizophrenia, and it says that previous studies have suggested that using the drug before the age of 18 raises the condition of developing schizophrenia 6 times more than normal. 6 times more than normal. The article was written by a fellow called James Chapman in the Mail online today, 11th of January 2018. It also refers to a study done in Japan by the clinical psychiatrist Hiroshi Uike from the Okayama University. They also arrived to the same conclusion, that basically, it says here, I quote it, malfunction in the brain's marijuana-linked circuitry make people vulnerable to schizophrenia, and smoking definitely makes the drug trigger the condition. Another study, also by other people, suggested that the using of the cannabis can damage your everyday memory. etc., etc. So one wonders why, despite this research that's available and from different countries and different doctors, why suddenly the governments have decided to legalize it. What kind of a crazy idea has occurred, yeah? The third thing you need to understand is, from a shamanic perspective, what happens when you consume the plant, when you allow the plant to come into your body, it's like you suddenly make a contract with the plant. It's like you make a deal with the plant, that the plant will give you something, but if you're making a deal with the plant, you have to give it something. So what happens if the plant is giving you this numbness, that you don't have to feel your pain? What are you giving the plant? What is the most valuable asset you have in your body that you can give somebody? A piece of your heart? A piece of your soul? Yeah, we call this soul loss. So basically you lose a piece of your soul to the plant, and in fact you become like a drone of the plant. You know, the plant has actually lobotomized you, and now it kind of owns you. And the more you take it, the more the roots of the plant are deeper, and the more the problem is severe. A parallel issue that does happen is that basically when the plant cracks your field, through the different cracks that it has occurred, other nasty stuff that you have not programmed for now can penetrate your auric field. Other nasty energies, negative energies that are around, that can normally not come into your psychic field, will start coming in. And this is how you get into using more serious drugs like, cocaine, heroin, and the others, and you go downhill. So definitely from an energy point of view, a medical point of view, and a shamanic point of view, this drug is extremely dangerous and you should not try to take it. So in effect what happens is that you become a drone, you're not free anymore. You lose your freedom and you become lobotomized by this plant. So what can we do? How can we face it? The first thing is, if there is an unhappiness, if there is depression, if there's something we're trying to numb, let's go and face it. And one of the best way of facing yourself, your own self, is through practices like yoga, because yoga allows the body to move, allows things to shift. If there's something inside that you're locking in your subconscious, it will come out to be. And I have not known anybody who can actually smoke the plant a lot and do proper yoga and go inside of his body. So it actually helps you a lot. The second thing you want to do is sport, because sport allows you to shift what is on your body and what is blocking you. The third thing you can do is meditation. When you meditate, you can calm down your body and go inside to see what is happening. The fourth thing, if you have any traumas of things that are locked inside, just take your courage and be free and go get counseling. We all go to counseling. We all need to go for counseling. We all have repressed emotions, so let's not be shy about it and go for it. And the last thing is that if you have had taken this plant for a long time and you have developed addiction, you definitely need the help of a healer or a shaman who will actually cut the roots of the plants. So basically what the shaman does is they actually cut out temporarily the energy of this plant so you can recover your own energy field and become free. So remember, you're in charge of your own health. Don't let any government tell you what to do. You are responsible of being free in your mind, body, and spirit. I hope you found this useful. If you need to know more about us, go on www.connectingwithmaan, or on the Facebook Connecting with Maan and the YouTube Connecting with Maan. Thank you, and I hope to see you soon again.